YouTube? This is Cover 2 Credits. We are back. And we gave you our best movies of 2016, so now it's time. We got done looking back. Now it's time to look forward.
Which is exciting and terrifying.
There's a lot of bad movies coming out.
I don't know.
And there's a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
middle of the road. There's a lot that could go either direction. And I know that sounds terrible, but we've learned that you can only put so much faith in certain studios or in certain directors. Warner Brothers. I'm hoping things get better in 2017. It just bothers me. There are just some things that just boggle my mind.
So, this is going to be our most anticipated list. This is not necessarily going to be the best movies or the highest grossing or award winners.
There are a couple of these that could end up being highest grossing.
But a lot of these are also kind of bad. But that's fine, because they're most anticipated.
Yep.
And they're most anticipatedly bad.
Also, this is in no order. Well, it is in an order. It's an order of release. We just looked through a list on IMDb of coming soon movies, and together we were to a list of 19.
Yeah.
And we dwindled it down to 10. A couple of us both took a hit on the list, kind of. There were some that just we added to add, but we came down to a pretty good 10.
Yeah.
I'll be happy when these come out. So again, not in any certain order other than, not in any ranking of what we're hoping to look forward to or less. Maybe at the end we'll pick the one we're looking forward to the most, but right now we're just going through order of release. Starting with
John Wick 2. Keanu Reeves movie. I don't know if you saw the first one.
If you hadn't, go see the first one.
It's glorious idiocy.
If you've ever enjoyed an action movie like a Die Hard or a Lethal Weapon or...
See, John Wick isn't even like that.
No. But I'm saying if you like action movies even there...
It's a shoot 'em up movie.
See this movie. I saw something where they put out a theatrical cut or something. I linked it to you. I don't know if you saw it online. It is... They take a lot of the action, mostly gunshots, all gunshots, from John Wick, from the first one, and they make it to where they play music with it, and it's glorious. I might link it in the description. But John Wick 2 hopefully will be just as good as the first one. They're in Rome. He has another dog. This one's a little bigger.
You get a pit bull, didn't you?
He has a pit bull. There's stuff with the Continental again, and I'm excited. I hope the third John Wick doesn't even have Keanu Reeves in it. I hope it's just called the Continental. I hope that's what it is. That'd be amazing, because that building itself is a reason to see the first John Wick. That storyline. Okay. Number 2.
I didn't want it on the list. Stairs overrode me. He's an X-Men guy.
Logan. Now... I do enjoy the X-Men. There have been hits and misses, obviously. But even if I didn't enjoy the X-Men, this movie looks interesting. Would you at least agree it looks interesting?
I will agree it looks
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's hard for him because I know he's not really into this movie. Old Man Logan is a really good comic, and this is the closest thing we're going to get to Old Man Logan. Old Hugh Jackman and even older looking Patrick Stewart. I'm interested to see what happens. Comes out, I believe, in February or March. I'm not sure which one. But we'll move on to our number 3. This is one that's towing a very thin line. Okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Every time we see a trailer for this movie, for a movie, I look at Kevin and I say, what if it's good? We are not going to know what to do if Power Rangers is a good movie.
It's not gonna be, but it's gonna be hilarious.
He says that, but I'm just saying, what if they pull it off? Bryan Cranston's playing Zordon. Did you know that?
Yes.
That by itself is hilarious to me. The movie looks visually good. Because, it could... the show was so badly like designed. It was.
Whoa.
It was.
It really was.
It really was. So the fact that it looks better than that, it's already a step ahead. But who knows what will come of this?
PW.
Oh, good old PW. Okay. Our number 4, I'm not even going to explain that. Our number 4 is
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Volume 2. Now, the first one was such a smash hit and something that nobody really expected to be because nobody knew what it was. Now, the comics are super popular. They put the first trailer out, which was, I don't know if it's considered a teaser or not, and just seeing what you see.
What's the difference between a teaser trailer and a trailer?
Time.
Is there like a cutoff?
Kind of. I don't know. I really. No, I mean, because I watch a lot of like movie talk shows and stuff like that during the week, and that question comes up a lot. And a lot of people are like, "Stop doing this teaser thing." They'll be like, "Well," and some Disney, for one, will do a teaser that's a 10-second blurb, and be like, "Trailer tomorrow." You're like, "Why did you just? Why? Just put the trailer up tomorrow." You don't have to be like, "Pay attention, because it comes out soon." I'm just saying, or they'll be like, the next thing you're about to watch is a trailer for, you're like, I'm about to watch it. You're going to have the logo everywhere. Why did you have to preface that this is a trailer for what I'm about to watch? Or if it's on YouTube, I went and found it. I know what I'm watching. You don't have to pre-roll that with an ad for what I'm about to watch. However,
You're sounding a little salty there.
only on that, this movie looks awesome. I know that some of the actors that are in that you haven't seen the trailers are either going to be hilarious when you see them, or two, it's really cool parts. They're talking about, and they kept saying, no, this won't happen, but I remember having a conversation with you, there's no way that the Guardians aren't a part of Infinity War. And they've already said that at least Gamora, but it wouldn't make any sense if Gamora was the only one that was in. I'm just saying, the Guardians, I think, are going to be a part of it. Unless they all die, which wouldn't make any sense, because this movie makes way too much money, and the toys sell way too much. That's why people are all upset. Oh, they made Groot a baby, he's still tiny, they're going to just sell toys. Every single movie these guys make are for two reasons. One, because they make bank in the box office, and two, is to sell merchandise.
Disney is money.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. It's the same reason that the characters are designed the way they are in Star Wars.
I really wish I'd have bought some Disney stock about the time Iron Man 1 came out.
Yeah, well, and that would have been forward thinking, because Marvel wasn't even doing that well then, and Disney hadn't bought them yet.
I would have had money.
Yeah, you'd have been like, listen, but
I don't think I would laugh like that.
I'm pretty sure you would have laughed just like that, and we would.
We gotta get through these. We're taking too long.
Oh, well,
Next up, Wonder Woman.
We have
possible potential.
I
here.
hope so. I so hope so.
Well, she's hot, so it'll be fine.
And they're beating Marvel to the female lead. That's a big thing.
I don't think it's that big of a thing.
You're not listening to the same things though that I'm seeing. Like the fact that they haven't given Black Widow a lead and they haven't had a female person that's important.
I don't know why they haven't done that.
But they haven't. And like when you hear about Star Wars, you hear about the fact that Rey and Jin Erso are the leads in those two movies is huge for people or for females wanting to see a lead like Leia was back in the originals. And that's a big deal because it doesn't happen that often. So the fact that they're beating them to it, I think that by itself is going to be really big for Wonder Woman. I just hope the movie's good. That's all I hope.
I think it'll be interesting. I don't think it'll be good, but I think it will be interesting.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel hero.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I
Aside
think
from maybe Colossus of the X-Men.
Colossus is good.
But Colossus never needs a movie, so...
He's going to be in Daredevil 2 again. This one, though, I'm looking forward to a lot. The first time that you have a Spider-Man that actually looks like he should be in high school, you don't have a 25-year-old Tobey Maguire playing a 15-year-old kid. It doesn't make any sense. Tom Holland looks the part. It looks good.
Spider-Man's awesome.
And you get a Michael Keaton villain. I'm kind of excited to see him play Vulture. Go see the trailer for this if you haven't. Looking forward to this movie.
I love Spider-Man.
And they're announcing, I think, Spider-Man's going to be in Infinity War also. So
I want to go back on Netflix and watch all the old Spider-Mans. We should do that one day.
Oh my God, some of those are bad. There's a couple of them that are bad.
I know.
I don't want to watch Electro again. Jamie Foxx's Electro for Amazing Spider-Man.
No. The old animated series.
Oh, yeah, those are on. They're on Netflix. Yeah, I'd watch those with like.
Bring out the popcorn.
Mysterio.
I'm off all next week.
I'm game.
Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Didn't see the first Kingsman, but I want to see the second. I want to see the first
this
one
next
and the
week.
second
We're going
one.
to do it. We're going to watch Kingsman, and then when this get him excited to see the Golden Circle. I have a lot of hopes for that movie. The first one was great. Another action movie. If you love action movies, you're going to love this movie. See it. Our number 8, Thor Ragnarok. One of the, I believe, other than Guardians, the only Marvel movie this year. Granted, they usually do 2, so that makes sense. Thor and the Hulk are kind of buddy copping. That doesn't sound right. It's like a buddy cop kind of story. One pitch.
You've gone off your analogy.
One pitch that I've heard was, this is Thor and the Hulk in a buddy cop movie in space. But it's going to not necessarily be humorous. It's supposed to be action with a little bit of the Planet Hulk storyline, which will mean gladiatorial fighting. There's supposed to be some really crazy characters. If anything, see this movie because Jeff Goldblum's in it. And it's going to lead into Infinity War. It's the last, I believe it's the last Marvel movie before Infinity War, which means we'll get Thanos, we'll get some kind of a scene leading in. It could even be the first time we see the Infinity Gauntlet. Something's going to happen, though, where then we know Doctor Strange is in this. And, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with Thor Ragnarok. Now, 9 is a coin flip. We don't know what's going to happen, but 10, I have hopes for.
Yeah.
9,
Justice League.
again.
Me and Stair literally flipped a coin to put this one on the list with Kong. Yeah. I wanted Kong, he wanted Justice Force, and we gave it to him in the end.
It hurts my soul because I am a huge Batman fan, and these guys can't hit the ocean from a boat right now.
Maybe it's a big boat.
Or a small ocean. I don't know. It bugs me because it's like there's such good properties. I mean, you've got the top two comic sellers with Batman and Superman.
Like
and in your first movie,
Indiana Jones of South Park.
In your first movie, what happens? You kill Superman. Granted, he's gonna come back probably, but come on, I mean, it just there were a lot of things that. Number 10.
The last movie, the new Star Wars. Episode
8.
What is it, 8? 9?
The 8.
20?
8. They have not necessarily.
What are they going to have when they get to Star Wars 20?
Who knows? I will say this. The way they're going, they probably will continue after 9 because they do the 3, like the trilogies. Originally, it was supposed to be 9, but the way this thing's making money and the way they're doing spin-off movies.
5 trilogies?
I know it's 3.
9, I want to see a Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars movie.
There are 2 things that are in talks that people have been talking about for a long time. One is they would not be surprised if there is an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, which I would be interested in seeing. 2, they've always been talking about a Boba Fett movie. Who knows if it'll ever happen. We know young Han Solo is coming. I could see there being a Knights movie eventually. The problem is, some of the stuff from Knights is not canon anymore. Because when they did episode 7, they erased a bunch of stuff previously because the stories and novels went so far, they couldn't round everything back up. So they had to say, this, and this is canon. Everything else is in the universe, but it's not the universe we have now. They had to, because people were like, are you going to do this? Does that mean this? Is this person dead? And they're like,
No,
Chewie did not die from a moon hitting a planet like it did in the novels. Yes. Chewbacca died by getting hit by a moon.
Was it a +1 moon?
I hope it was. I hope it was a +1 moon. Either way, all I'm saying is, they've knocked out of the park with the last 2 movies. This movie's gonna make bank like it always will. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if 7 really knocked it out of the park. It was all right. I thought Rogue One was good.
Ratings and money is what I mean. We got to be realistic with that. That's part of the deal. I enjoyed them both. We'll see. There's our 10.
That's going to do it for us. Otherwise, we're going to talk for another half an hour.
I'm okay with that. There are a couple movies that we could have listed, but one of us wasn't interested either way. So there are movies that we're going to see that aren't on this list. I'm going to drag him to a couple of them.
Kicking and screaming.
Yep. Alien Covenant. Yeah. I mean, that's not even... I'm not going to try to push you to a horror movie because I know, but maybe Alien Covenant, we can go see a sci-fi horror.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like us, tune in. If you got some movies you want us to check out this year, feel free to leave a comment or send us a message. We will be there.
Share this with your friends.
Check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
I covered the credits on both of them. I'll post everything on there. Maybe we'll get Kevin to do some Twitch streaming on the week he's off next week. And until next time.
Thanks for staying till after the credits.
Hey! I have an idea for another video.
What's that?
A discussion on 2 different topics.